Oh my God, I feel so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Oh my God. Oh yeah, play with my balls. Play with my balls. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, just roll them around. It's so good. Oh my. I love it when you. Uh-oh, slow down. Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
Hello, Kermit the Frog here, and welcome to Sensamiya Street. I'd like to tell you what today's letter is, but I am really up. Hey, Big Bird, do you know what today's letter is?
Sure, Kermit. Today's letter is...
Alright, you should be able to hear me now. For sure. How's everybody doing today? Thought I'd do that little special thing for you. Good? Can you hear me? Okay. How are you doing tonight, Heather?
Doing all right. How about you?
I'm deaf now. I'm doing good. And we also have Bobbit. Is Bobbit here still? Bobbit?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, how are you doing today? I know you're having a rough day. How you doing?
Eh, I'm doing pretty good. All things considering.
No. It's one of those things, man. We're here for you. We'll keep you entertained. We'll talk to you. What'd you think of them two skits that I just played?
Pretty good.
Aren't they? Pretty good. I fucking love those. I fucking love those. I wasn't actually on, guys. I was just playing that stuff for you, so that's why you couldn't hear me. Yeah, I don't know what you guys were doing, but D-Wells could hear it. I don't know what happened. You'll be all right, Drew. It will be okay. Did you shut off your camera, Heather?
No.
Okay, there we go. Well, Bob had shut his off for some reason when he talked it. You'll see her in a second, her beautiful face. So I know I'm fucking sappy. I'm corny. I can't help it. Whatever. So we're gonna have a little fun today. I don't know much for news. I just know the mixed match challenge. Rusev and Lana taking on. I seen it today and now I can't remember. Bob, do you know who it is?
I think it's Rose Gold.
What? No, they lost last week.
Oh. I'm not really sure.
I think they're going against Bailey and Elias.
There it is. Bailey and Elias. Thank you, Heather. Thank you for your insight and intelligence. And I'm not just saying that because she's my girlfriend. She is very smart. Sometimes smarter than me. So we're gonna start this off. We're gonna make up some rules here real quick. After last night and the little debacle that we had, if you are going to call in, that's fine, or we'll add you to the call. But if somebody is talking, do not interrupt them. If you do, you will get hung up on. I don't want that to happen. After what happened last night, after what me and Drew did to Heather last night, it's unnecessary. And so if anybody does it, we will hang up the call. Now, I can't hang up the call on myself because it is my stream. That wouldn't make any fucking sense. But if I do, I will time myself out and sit here and not say a word. It will be a 2-minute timeout for me. I won't say anything at all. I'll let Heather talk. I will let Heather talk. I will let whoever was talking talk, finish their conversation, and I will be quiet for 2 minutes. Is that fair? Heather?
Sounds fair to me.
So that's how we're going to do this. Now, I know that I talked to Merge today, so when he pops into the chat, somebody, Heather, if you see him, Drew, if you see him, I should add Drew to the call if he wants to do the phone thing, be in the background or whatever, and pop in and talk whenever he needs to. Bobbit, same thing. If you see Merge in there, add him to the call, because they told him he could join us tonight. He knows the rules. I'll explain it to him again when he... That's how it's going to go. So, and that rule applies to you too, Heather, which you don't interrupt people, but I'm just saying, if you do, 2-minute timeout. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to move on from the debacle that we had last night. And I call it a debacle because of what we did to Heather last night. That was just a little rude. I was a little pissed at first, and then Drew and I had a nice little chat afterwards. And we kind of hashed things out. So, how's it going, Drew? You
Hey,
can
what's
say,
up?
wow, you're awful quick. You're not at the bar tonight? I'm kidding.
I just walked in.
To your hotel?
Yeah, I worked late.
That I didn't say. I remember now. You did say that. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that rule fair? Where this call, like me, I will time myself out for 2 minutes if I talk over somebody.
Well, I think it would be fair to kind of define what talking over is, because it literally happens every night. Like right now, you just talked over me. So
right, I know, but here's the thing. I was trying to explain it when you were doing that. So here's the thing. If I like I just did, I would time myself out for 2 minutes. When somebody is talking, wait for them to finish. Give it like 3 to 5 seconds, and then. I said it at the beginning. I don't know if you were in here when that happened.
I might have missed that. You had 2 live streams going at once, and I went to the wrong one.
Oh, yeah, that's why. My bad. I'm a dumbass. Poop happens. I hope I don't have 2 going on at the same time. Still, do that. That one that is actually titled is the one. That one just, I don't know what the fuck I did there.
Yeah, the other one's ended.
Okay. I'll have to delete that one because that wasn't intended. So yeah, that's the rule. And when Merge gets here, I'll explain it. I talked to him today per discussion last night. So, you got any news? Have you heard anything, Drew, at all?
About
anything with the WWE?
Well, they made that Elimination Chamber match officially 7 people. I know we were kind of talking about that at the end of the show, but I guess they made it official on Facebook Live.
Yeah, we knew that last night. We said that right at the end of the stream. Yeah, that's old news. I'm talking about today. Besides the 7 personal elimination, I know something else happened. Bob had said it, and I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. I've been kind of out of the loop. I've literally been working all day, so I don't know a whole lot.
Yeah, me too. I that's why I haven't had a chance to really look at anything. Does anybody have anything? Because I really don't have any news that has happened today.
The one other thing I was going to bring up. Apparently, after Backlash, every pay-per-view will be co-branded.
There you go. That's what it was. That's what it was. Now, pay-per-views or Raw pay-per-views after Backlash. So every pay-per-view after that, they should cut back on the pay-per-views that have. Do one a month. They do 1 month. They continue to do that. So they won't have the one pay-per-view like WrestleMania. There won't be another pay-per-view during that month. It'll just be WrestleMania, I do believe. I'm hoping that's what they do. I hope they don't have the 14 pay-per-views that they were going to have 12. Which makes sense because now they can build. They have a 4-week build. There isn't that much time between a SmackDown pay-per-view and a Raw pay-per-view, or you know what I mean? So what's everybody else up to today? Bobbit, I know what you're going through. It's your 3-year anniversary of your grandma's passing. I know that. So we've been talking to you. Me and Heather have been talking to Bobbit all and keeping him in good spirits. Bobbitt got a new fucking phone and he's been playing with it ever since then. Fucking shit like that. Heather, I don't know what she did today. I was out most of the day. I really didn't talk to anybody. I was kind of busy helping a soldier with the paperwork and stuff. So I know that Heather had the day off, so that's all I know. That's all I know. So hopefully, it's a few months away. Hopefully we find out who Asuka is going to wrestle soon. It's starting to drive me nuts. They having a match with a fucking... I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. That one, she should not be in the position she's in. She needs to... Get me wrong. It's not that I like her. I just wish she was a little more polished as a wrestler. Her promo skills are nowhere near where they should be. She's been on the main roster a year and a half. I'm going on 2 years.
Nia Jax, she was brought up to the main roster with the first draft.
So she's almost been there for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know Roman Reigns is in there for years and they still haven't. But then again, I think that's scripted crap that they need to fucking stop giving these guys because it's costing them their... People are bored with it. That's why SmackDown sucks, guys. It's not the in-ring performing. Well, the few it is. It's the promo skills are terrible. WWE used to take pride in the promo skills. And I know it's the writers and the creative. Get rid of them fuckers. They are not helping matters any at all. This isn't a fucking soap opera. Those days are gone. So...
They certainly want it to be a soap opera with how they're booking everything.
I don't think it's me cutting out. I mean, I can't do anything more. What's up, Dolphin? How's it going? I'll see. Here we go with this. Give me. Hopefully that fixed it. Last time it did. I mean, I can only do so much. I apologize. What are you putting your head down for? Trying to hear me? Oh, she puts up the fingers. Sorry.
It's better for me, so I don't know if it's going to be better for anybody else.
Okay. No, it's cool. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You got to remember my CPU is a little... I have a cheap $250 computer. Unless you want to donate to me so I can buy a better computer. Just saying. Not trying to say you guys are dicks or anything. I'm just saying. That's why I have the donation stream. The CPU is just doing a shit out of my computer. Yeah, I think they are, Rain, but they keep doing it. They need to do subtle little things. How was my day today, Chauncey? It was alright. It was okay. It wasn't too bad. I got a lot done. I get to go to Minneapolis next week. So I'm probably going to be putting, let me see, it's 300 miles, 250. I'm putting almost 800 miles on next week in driving, which I'm okay with. One of those days is to go to pick up Heather in Chicago. I'm gloriously excited. And then the other one I have to do for work, they're going to show me, they're going to work with me to get because my unit are absolute shit. They don't fucking help anybody. They don't help themselves. Yeah, that's what I have. I have a laptop. That's all I got. It's just a cheap little, what is it? I can't remember. It's a... I thought it was on here. It has 500 gig hard drive, a 4G system, 4 gigabyte system memory, an N3540 processor. Other than that it treats you well. What the fuck? BJ laptop.
Sure.
Sure what?
To Drew.
Oh.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
I've got an Acer Chromebook. That one isn't as good either. It's not doesn't have that much memory to XSplit from my Chromebook because it doesn't have enough CPU. So I like it. I mean, that's what I used to stream from was my Chromebook, but I can only do Google Hangouts on air, so. But we'll once we get the money and all that good stuff, and I get some money built up, I'll buy a better computer. So does anybody think there's going to be a build for Shinsuke, who Shinsuke's going to face at next pay-per-view? I mean, you can't just let the guy sit on his laurels for WrestleMania, or till WrestleMania. You know what I mean? So, I gotta go.
Hide the barbecue sauce.
Well, I mean, I understand. I mean, I got lucky. I got a bonus, so I went out and bought a computer. So, like, yep, I needed a computer, so I bought one. I just start streaming, so I bought a computer. No, I don't go to town every weekend. It's just whenever I have to go on a site visit to one of my units. That's the only time I have to leave. As you can see, Heather is explaining. You can stream from PS4, can't you, though, Heather? You just need the camera, right?
I don't even need the camera. I can just stream through it and just have it be the chat and my voice. That's it.
Well, I know, and through your computer.
Through my computer, it's a different setup because with that I'm streaming through XSplit. If I want to stream straight from my PlayStation, I can do it that way. It's like with the gaming test stream I did not too long ago.
Okay. Okay. Well, you'll show me how to do all that fun stuff.
Yes, I will be bringing my PS4 as well. Even though you have one, I'm bringing mine.
Well, you have stuff on there that I don't, which is fine. With her coming here, I don't have to buy a 2K18. I could just use hers. If it's okay with her. I'm just saying. Yeah,
you can play any of the games on there that you want. I don't care.
Well, I was thinking about putting it on my PS4. Playing the game on my PS4.
I don't have the hard copy. I downloaded it.
Oh, I don't know why you gotta yell at me, but okay. I tried. Ouch, I just hit my knee.
That's a shirt idea.
What's that?
Oh shit! And you just said it a minute ago. Oh, you don't have to yell at me.
Oh, sure. That is another one of my sayings. I do say that often.
Either that, or I don't know why you have to yell at me.
That's it. I don't know why you have to yell at me. That's the saying I use. You don't need to yell at me. I heard you the first time. You'll be hearing that a lot. I'm just kidding. Why are you yelling at me? I did nothing to you. You motherfucker, you shit on my chest. I'm just kidding. That's never gonna happen.
JP's going all R. Kelly over here.
I didn't say anything, but that's pissing you, retard. Watching Bob is like watching a nature show. Fascinating. He wants to use your username? No, I don't want to use her username.
Actually, if I signed on under my name on yours, I might be able to download 2K18 onto your system.
I love this woman. What more could you ask for?
You want to play as Captain Fanta, don't you?
No, I do not. Alright, so SmackDown's coming on. Let's see what this big giant shit show's about tonight. That's a shot, Dolphin.
Drew, I have no problem sharing, unlike you.
What don't I share?
Hold on a sec. Go ahead and continue to talk. Okay. I was gonna say, because they did the whole record scratch at the beginning, if you're not watching the show, and then he stood there and then they started playing the music again. Okay. Because he's doing it. At least they're consistent with his music.
And you don't share alcohol, Drew.
When have I not shared alcohol?
You don't seem like the kind of person that would.
This past weekend when I told you I had nothing.
Okay. Sorry, I tried to send it through the camera, just when it fit. I could have poured it onto the camera, and you could have lit your camera. That would have just been weird, though.
That was a little weird.
Here's one for the internet, help me!
This crap makes, again, logic gaps, people. Why is Dolph Ziggler in this match? Or have an opportunity? Why does Dolph Ziggler have an opportunity at this match? Can somebody please tell me why? Why does Baron Corbin Wait, why did Apollo Crews have a title shot, possibly?
Exactly. Why
You know
did he
what
get
I'm
that
saying?
last shot at fucking Elimination Chamber?
And why did they beat Bray Wyatt last night, not Apollo Crews? I mean, he would have been the logical one to pin.
What the hell?
Dolph Ziggler beat him up before he came out. The whole backstage fight thing. Oh, they're beating. Never mind. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are beating the hell out of him.
Wow, I'm actually ahead of you by about 8 seconds. This is a rarity.
Oh my god.
What, Bobbit?
There's an app that lets you have a selfie with Roman Reigns and John Cena.
That's awesome.
Now, if they can just throw Asuka into that, you'll be set.
I know, right?
Did he, NG? I didn't know and I don't care. Dolph Ziggler is a lost commodity. They've ruined him. Why they re-signed him, I do not know. Well, he doesn't deserve to be in a fucking title match. At all. Period. He hasn't fucking done anything. He gets beat out of the fucking Royal Rumble in 45 seconds and they're going to put him in a title match? Give me a break. Who exactly is there left? Well, they should have just left it as a fucking triple threat match. That's why. Ruby says we're number 2. Nice. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. There's no fucking explanation for what's going on right now. Excuse my language, I know there's a little girl in here. So.
She heard words from her own father.
I'm gonna say no to that, Rain. He is not where AJ is. Not even close yet. Not even close yet. Getting there, but not close. There ain't no way you can think Sami Zayn is close to AJ Styles in talent.
Maybe in personality, but definitely not talent.
Oh, his personality isn't even close. I think his talent's closer than his personality, Heather. That's just me, though. I'm still trying to figure out. He just sounds like a forced heel right now. To me. His fighting skills are heelish, but his speaking abilities just not. What's up, the Awesome Gamer 63? How's it going? Oh, okay. The Emoji Movie? No good. I'm kidding. I am so kidding. I've never seen it. I heard it was okay. Not great, but okay.
Are they seriously trying to build Baron Corbin up as a beast after a year of calling him a beast?
Well, when you get 2-on-1, I kind of can see it beat shit out of him. But
Yes, but they beat the shit out of him in the back.
yeah,
He fought back. They beat the shit out of him again, and then they went out to Dolph Ziggler, and then he limps his fucking way out. And beats the shit out of them, and then he gets the shit beat out of him back.
Yeah. I don't. What are they gonna make this a fatal 5-way now? This is starting to not make. I don't know what they're doing right now. I really don't. Brokeback Mountain kind of guy. All right, Steven, if you fucking think so, you motherfucker. My back is broke.
At this
broke back.
rate, every pay-per-view is just gonna.
Go ahead, Drew. You cut out.
At this point, they might as well just have Royal Rumbles for the main event of every show.
Might as well. I mean, for fuck's sake, everybody else is going to be a number one contender. They might as well just fucking do that for the WrestleMania match, too. Have a fucking... Shinsuke Nakamura comes out number 30. Fuck it. Who cares? So fucking dumb. I don't know what they're doing right now. They have a 7-man elimination chamber. I don't even think it's creative right now. I think it's fuckface. He's lost now. He is lost because his guy isn't the number one contender. And I don't know who he would have as a number one contender on SmackDown. Well, I do, but the guy is just fucking terrible. You know who I'm talking about, Pimple Dick. That's who he wants. That's who he wants to be the number one guy. Well, that's kind of obvious when they beat the shit out of Ziggler and Corbin or Cody. And the only reason that they don't want him in there is because that minimizes their chance of winning the title. Of one of them winning the title. I have no idea what they're doing. This show just started out gloriously. Just even shittier than fucking Raw yesterday.
Well, considering Raw had us on a debate about the fucking Elimination Chamber instead of Raw.
Thanks, Steven. Thanks for dropping a like, man. Yeah, if you want to hit the like button down below, it'd be greatly appreciated. You can hit the dislike button if you're going to hit the dislike button, or the like button for that matter. You can still put a comment in the comment section down below telling me what you think it could be better and what you think could be worse, or what I can continue to improve on, and what I can sustain. I can't talk today. I did a lot of talking today. That worries me though, Rain. I mean, yeah, you can have the combined pay-per-view matches, but will it make it better? Will it make it better? Because you're only going to get a 3-hour show, and you're only going to get 4 or 5 maybe 6 matches out of a pay-per-view. That at most is going to be 10 people on a pay-per-view. That's it. That's all that's going to get pushed. Why do they have so many people on each roster if they're not going to do this? Get rid of they just need to drop the brand split. Drop the brand split. Go to a damn, just the way it used to be. Keep SmackDown as SmackDown Live. Keep doing the show the way it's done. It will get better. Send some talent down to the NXT and keep up the ones that you're gonna fucking use. Because you're wasting money, you're wasting resources. They're gonna lose even more money by doing that because they're paying talent to do nothing now. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Not only that, by doing that, you get rid of at least 4 titles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're gonna have the U.S. title, the Intercontinental title, the WWE title, the Universal title, the 2 tag team titles. That's 6 title matches. There's 6 matches right there. So what you're kind of telling me is you're not going to have that one-on-one match for a number one contender match or whatever. It don't make sense. Get rid of the brand split. Cut the titles in half. Go back to the way it was. It's not working anymore. brand split makes no sense anymore if they're going to do that. Well, that's interesting.
Do you notice you're probably seeing it right now as Dolph goes out through the crowd?
Yes.
He pushes this girl just ever so slightly out of the way as to make sure she didn't get mowed over.
Well, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I did see that. But
how many times have you seen someone get just straight up mowed over?
Trexter, if you're going to get rid of if you can't do that. That makes no sense, because if you're only going to have one pay-per-view, why do you have two titles? And it's not fair because they're about equal. What are they calling that? The women's
evolution or revolution at this point?
they call it something else now.
Equality?
Yeah, but yes, but I'm saying they call it something else. I can't think of what it's called right now. I can't think of the word. But they need more people per show. What is there? 34 people, 12 women, 7 tag teams. That's 26 of 34. Rain. No, you want to cut down on people. They're not going to put they're not going to put anybody on the show. Period. Get rid of tag titles for one show and women's title for one show. You can't do that. No, because yes, so you want one title. You want WWE title. Get rid of the Universal title, number one. That is the dumbest title name. Keep the WWE World Heavyweight title. Keep the U.S. title, keep the Intercontinental title, tag team championships, women's champion, and then you can add a women's title or women's tag team championship, which is fine because then you will have enough women to have a tag team. And you can start calling up like Peyton Royce and Cross, and you can start calling up, other people. They're getting better. They're getting more women, and I don't want the women to have their own show because it'll get stuck on WWE Network. They'll lose viewers, which Vince McMahon wants. I'll take a shot for that, which he wants, so that he can just go back to the tits and ass of that. Well, actually, that's what Cunt Rag wants. So. Well, it's not a piece of crap. It's just the title looks pretty cool. It's the same as the WWE title, is all it is. It's just a different color. Get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Altogether. I think I finally got through to the Becky Lynch fans today, too, by the way. I was talking to a bunch of them today on Twitter briefly this morning before I took off and started doing my rounds about the city. And they were saying, well, what are you going to do with Becky? Oh, I'm going to put her on Raw and take Naomi with her to trade with Sasha and, Sasha and Bayley, straight up trade of some sort, something like that. And then once Charlotte loses the title, you have Asuka trade with Charlotte, and then you put the 4 horsewomen on Raw. There you go. That's fresh. That is something fresh and new. Because you're gonna lose Asuka on Raw, so why not once Charlotte loses the title after a rematch that she should get, which they always have it in the clause, She loses that, send her over to Raw. That's how I do it. And then you have the 4 horsewomen together. And then you bring up Billie Kay and Peyton Royce to SmackDown. And you take these 2 yahoos, or 3, and move them over. The Riot Squad, move them over and have a faction feud between the Riot Squad and... Stop calling them Absolution. Bob, do me a favor. Look up the definition of Absolution.
You got it.
I want you to hear... I think I've read this definition once before, but I want you to hear this definition. It does not make sense to have it as a group of people.
Absolution. Full release of guilt, obligation, or punishment.
How in the fuck is that a faction? They gotta feel guilty for beating people up? The fuck is that? It makes no sense. Makes no sense.
He said...
Here you go, Chauncey. How about this? Just get rid of Jinder Mahal altogether. He sucks. And I'll take a shot for that too. That's 39. Or 38. 39, 38, because I did one. I didn't take it off. Go ahead.
He said the definition of absolution is the release of guilt. Is that how you said it?
Say that again.
One second. Formal release from guilt, obligation, or punishment.
Formal release.
So what that says to me is they're not afraid of feeling guilty or being punished. That they're released of that.
Okay, so... No...
Although still not the greatest name in the world.
No, it's stupid. It makes no sense. Because there's more to it than that. Absolution. Absolution of what? Just bring Ruby Riott over and move Paige away from them and have Ruby Riott as leader of that faction. Get rid of Mandy Rose, put her back down on NXT. Because she's fucking horrible. Liv Morgan's getting better, but not that much better. But she's better than Mandy Rose. I could see them just getting rid of Sarah Logan, too. She's even worse. She's probably the worst of them all. They should just put her back in her... Crazy Mary Dobson was her name. In the indie circuit. What the fuck was that? These two are fucking terrible working together. Sarah Logan's missing her spots. Bad. She's not where she's supposed to be.
They're both looking extremely clumsy.
Well, I think Sarah Logan's kind of out of place. A little bit. But Charlotte's not helping matters any.
I'd be willing to bet that being trained by Ric Flair, she's got a lot of old school style to her that the newer wrestlers who don't know how to fight their way out of a paper bag can't handle.
Her dad helped train her, the basics, but she was actually trained by somebody else too. I want to say
no,
Bram.
I
want to say Bram trained her ex-husband. I'd have to look it up.
That sounds right. But you got to believe that Ric Flair has rolled around on the mat with her a few times, and she's taken some tricks of the trade from him.
It's his daughter. I would do the same thing for my kid if I was a superstar. I'd show her the tricks. I can't talk today. Knew I was going to have trouble talking today. The tricks of the trade. There we go. Just give me a second. Let me look it up real quick.
I got it already.
Okay. Who is she trained by, if you know?
It says here Sarah Del Rey and Lodi.
Yeah, so Sarah Del Rey, one of the best trainers out there. And that's, isn't that the woman at NXT?
Yes.
Yeah. The one that, and I can't think of her name, or what it was on the indie circuit.
Was it Lacey Von Erich?
No.
Or am I mixing two people up?
No. Lacey Von Erich is younger than Charlotte is. She's only like 28. She was on TNA for a while. I'm trying to think of. Anyway. Your daughter just did the coup de grace on you. I don't know if you've seen that. Ray Rowe? Yeah, I mean, so yes, Ric Flair probably, showed her some of his tricks and whatnot. But like I said, and who? Lodi, you said? I have no idea. I don't know who he is. I'd have to see a picture of him.
He was a dude from WCW. I think he was with Raven's Flock. He was one of the weirdos with Raven's Flock, if I remember right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But, so, yeah, Sarah Del Rey.
His real name is Bradley Kane.
Okay. I'd have to see a picture of him. I'll look at him and I'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal. But yeah. So I think Sarah Logan's just out of place. Like I said, she's so fucking green. But they weren't doing anything with her down in NXT, and that's where you want your A players like Ember Moon and Nikki Cross and them guys. There's nothing wrong with but she should not be in a singles match. She should be in a tag team match with Ruby Riott, because Ruby Riott is ready to be on the main roster. Plus, she's not bad she doesn't have bad promo skills. Not great, but she's not bad. So she could lead a faction.
JV.
But
Sarah's names were the American Angel, Nick Grimes, Nikki, Sarah Amado, and Sarah Del Rey.
I could have swore she was somebody else too. Okay, that's fine. But I know Sarah Logan was Crazy Mary Dobson on the indie circuit. And she plays an excellent crazy person. Why they have her playing this character is beyond me. Well, no, I'm not saying it don't make sense. She's not married. Didn't they get divorced? She's not married. Are you talking about Charlotte? Or are you talking about Sarah Logan? Okay, I was going to say, it was like, we were talking about Charlotte, so I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, that I can believe. I mean, Sarah Logan, I mean, she's, the talent's there for her. She has it, but she's still green, she's still young, so she's going to develop. Just give her time. She's what, 24, 25 years old? So she's still young yet. Liv Morgan, 21. Ruby Riott, 28, 29, something like that.
That was one hell of a natural selection.
Yeah, Charlotte's polished. She's very good. I mean, she's second best woman in the roster today, in my opinion. You know, I mean, who can argue with that? You know, Asuka's number one. They've got to figure out what they're going to do here. I mean, are they going to have them? SmackDown's is next month, right? Pay-per-view? Backlash. Right? Has to be.
Fastlane.
Okay, Fastlane? Okay. So, that was a good sell by Sarah Logan, actually. I mean, kind of. I mean, she was a little delayed on taking the face plant, but she'll get there. Sarah Logan will get there. That's a promise.
Yeah, seeing it a second time, it wasn't as graceful as the first, but yeah, she did a good job spiking herself to really sell it.
Yeah, yes, she'll come along. Trust me, Sarah Logan will come along. It's just going to take a minute. You got to let them develop. That's the thing. Liv Morgan's young enough yet. She still has to develop. She's better than Sarah Logan, a little bit better. She can sell better. She still has problems being in the right spots at times. Ruby Riott, I mean, she's right now the best call-up they've had since after Survivor Series. So, Shane, you're a fucking idiot.
You know, go fuck yourself.
I don't know what they're doing with this garbage either.
Isn't Daniel Bryan the general manager? What the hell does Shane need Daniel Bryan for? If I've never understood the two-tier system. I get it. One person basically owns it while the other one runs it, but if they both get a say, then what the fuck does it matter?
Okay, so this is you know what a general manager is, right? For a football team, they draft the players, and then they do trades and stuff. The commissioner or executive vice president, might as well call him, because commissioner is over the whole league. That makes no sense. The commissioner should then be like an owner, where they have security, they have you know what I'm saying. We had this discussion when Raw and SmackDown were doing their fucking thing for Survivor Series. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
I'm just big fucking, again, a logic gap.
I just think that deep of a structure is not necessary. Back in the 80s and 90s, you had Jack Tunney. That was good enough for me. Jack Tunney, Gorilla Monsoon, they got it done. But they didn't need 6 different people above them running it.
And I agree with that. But you know that they're just characters in a show. They're not actually doing this, right?
But no, it's just a way to get more faces on the screen so everyone's happy.
Well, it's a way they can get Daniel Bryan on the screen because he's that fucking over. and Wade gets Shane on screen because he's that fucking over. I don't know why they put Stephanie on screen because she's not that over. Nobody fucking likes her. She buries talent. And then Kurt Angle can't even fucking talk anymore. Go ahead, Heather.
They put Stephanie on because of the fact that they need the heel on screen at least once a month.
I know, but and I'm still trying to figure out the whole. I thought Stephanie and Shane were supposed to be at odds with each other. You would think that they would at least once a pay-per-view, or interfere in some sort of way with a couple of their superstars on somebody, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, logic gaps, because that's what did Fuckface tell them when he said we're doing this brand split? You're gonna be Raw, you're gonna be SmackDown. And he said, I want blood. I want there to be blood. And we haven't gotten one lick of that shit since they split.
No, we've gotten blood.
No,
every time we slit our wrist, every time we slit our wrist watching the show.
Yes, it's a metaphor. You know what I'm getting at.
I know. I just got to throw my smart ass comment.
I know you're being a devil's advocate, like you said last night. Whatever. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, if you're not gonna bring anything to the show, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I don't know, man. The logic gaps are just so deep in storylines. It's not even funny. Like the logic gap that I had what was the logic gap last night? That was so apparent. It wasn't even funny. You remember, Heather?
It was early in the show.
Something like the match between The Miz and John Cena.
But what was the logic gap? You remember?
Cena did not get to his feet before the match
started. There you go. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're just being sloppy with their storytelling, and you can't do that. If you want to build something, because I noticed it right away. I'm sitting here, this makes no fucking sense. Because they have said before, and I know it hasn't happened, all the time. But there again, if I would have seen it, I would have said, logic gap. Because the superstar is supposed, on a Money in the Bank cash-in, they say he has to get to his feet or her feet before you can cash in. They have said that. Once that superstar stands up, whether or not he's leaning against the rope, they will ring the bell and then they'll go. So that's what I meant by that. It's just really frustrating how the WWE is just so sloppy with their storytelling. And I would love I've never seen one. But they talk about it all the fucking time. Or you hear it talked about all the time with the rule book.
I really think it's a storyline, imaginary thing that they reference. Yeah. And they reference, if the book actually existed, Brock Lesnar wouldn't have held that title for more than 30 days.
No, you're right.
Fucking defend it.
Again, logic gap. Logic gap. Do you see what I'm saying? They say you're supposed to defend the title within 30 days, because say it all the time. But then when it comes to, Brock Lesnar or the women, because of the Survivor Series thing, we're not going to defend the title, which makes no fucking sense. Dolphin. We say that all the time. Problem is booking and promos. It's also storytelling. It's not promos, it's storytelling. The promos are part of the storytelling. You hear that all the time. I don't know why people keep repeating everything that we say. Yes, we've said it 300 times a stream at least. If WWE did not write for people and give them a script and say, you need to say this word for fucking word, or let them read it at least a week before, you have writers, what did they sit on their ass for an entire week and not do a fucking thing, or what? That's what I'm starting to think. They wait until the day of the show to fucking write something, and then they're going out there sounding like Roman Reigns sounds like a fucking asshole because he can't talk like a normal person, or you get Dasha Fuentes, who has no emotion when she talks. They're handed scripts too. Let them practice. Write a week in advance. You know what's going to happen on the show. What happened after the show? You start writing for the show next week. That's what I would do. I would have the writers at these shows starting to write after after the story that they're telling this week is over. You start writing for next week, and you have it done 2 days, 3 days before. Give it to the fucking superstar. Have him read up on it. Have him fucking put, have him practice it, and then have him just go out there and word it the way he would. Let them talk like they normally do. But I understand they hand John Cena and The Miz bullet points. They don't give them a script. They give them, okay, here's what's going on. This is a storyline. This is what, not what you're going to talk about, but here's some bullet points to help you along the way. That's all they need, because you can see it. John Cena and The Miz can go. I could sit and watch them two cut a promo on each other all fucking night long. Okay, that's a little exaggerating, but I could sit there and watch it. What are they saying? Don't forget commentary, lose the 40 shows a week, get raw. They gotta keep their abilities up though, Dolphin. And they don't do 40 shows a week. I don't understand what that means. They do 2 live shows a week, right? Then they do SmackDown and Raw. So they only do 4 shows a week. Each they travel too, guys. You got to think about that. But if they have 24 writers, they should have almost one writer per fucking superstar, to be honest with you. And 2 writers get together if 2 people are in a match together, and you write, back and forth. Thank you, Rain. They do 8 shows, 4 for SmackDown, 4 for Raw. Bullet points and outline, it's the same thing, Aaron. Yes, you're repeating stuff. Stop doing it. I think Bob is trying to come on stream. What's going on?
Well, to be chat before you said it.
Say it again.
To be fair, he had it in the chat before you said it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So I'll stop repeating what you say. I didn't even see the chat.
I have found the most amazing wallpaper ever.
If it's John Cena, I'm going to jump to the screen and beat the shit.
No, it's not John Cena.
If it's Asuka, I will leave you alone the rest of the night. And I can't see it. And it is. It's Asuka. Okay. I'm okay with that.
I freaking love that.
Okay. Weirdo. I love you,
Yeah,
Bob, right? Just giving you a hard time.
Oh.
They are. Exactly, TSS. They are rejected soap opera writers.
Well, Dolphin, it's not even the fact that we're getting overexposed to superstars and the talent. It's just we need the creators to be smarter with their writing. They need to be more creative with their writing than what they are now.
What are you done, Heather?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what Heather is saying is right now, I'm just going to reiterate, creative is not being creative. They're just rehashing old shit. The writers aren't writing, they're just from before. And being lazy, they're just lazy. Oh, we're not going to do a Drooper for you tonight, Drew. Sorry, man, I'm doing a stream. I'm just kidding.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying it in the chat that, and I might be quiet for a bit.
Oh, all right. No, they don't need to get rid of... They don't need to get rid of 205 Live. They need to rename it something else.
I don't think changing the name of the show is going to make any difference.
Aaron, you can't put... that doesn't make any sense. Just put the cruiserweights on the main roster with no weight limit. So have Kevin Owens wrestle for the cruiserweight title. That makes no fucking sense. I agree with you. Get rid of the weight limit. Still have the cruiserweight guys wrestle against the main roster. There's nothing wrong with that. Get rid of the weight limit. There can still be that cruiserweight title. They did it in WCW. Every now and then they would wrestle against a heavier superstar. I mean, we did it. It's another logic gap. Finn Balor. He weighs less than Cedric Alexander. Why in the fuck is he wrestling? Why is Cedric Alexander alive? Makes no fucking sense. Finn Balor weighs less than Cedric Alexander. That's what I mean by logic gaps, people. Okay? I said it last night and I keep reiterating it. Hashtag logic gap. Let's trend it. Trend it on Twitter. Okay, NXT is a complete... Get rid of NXT out of your mind. That's not a main roster show. NXT is the minor leagues of WWE, okay? That show is fine. I can understand. Look, you have to build a cruiserweight division, okay? There's nothing wrong with... Get rid of the weight limit on it. Call it the Cruiserweight Live, Cruiserweights Live, or something. Get rid of the 205, you know? Call it... Have, like, guys that are like Sami Zayn wrestle for the Cruiserweight, light heavyweight title, which is a better idea in my opinion. You know? That whole Hardy, remember that Hardy where he had to stay under a certain weight limit to wrestle as a light heavyweight? That would work. It worked then, it'll work now. Go ahead, Heather.
He had to be under 220.
See? They still wrestle for the World Heavyweight title. I have no idea who that was. Big Luke Live. I don't know who that was. No! Because if you're doing that, then you're going to move. That makes no sense. So you don't think that Cedric Alexander deserves to be on the main roster? You're saying he should be on NXT, which is a developmental league in a sense. No, don't think so. Cedric Alexander is main roster ready. Keep the cruiserweight division on the main roster. You can do that. No, I know he didn't go through NXT. I'm just saying, do you think he deserves to be put down to NXT? Because that's what you're saying. I don't think that's fair. The UK division? That could be the mid-card title on NXT. I'm okay with that. Totally okay with that. But to be honest with you, Pete Dunne deserves to be on the main roster right now. That's how good he is. It's going to be a fatal 5-way. Watch. This show has become absolute shit.
And Baron Corbin looks strong after they made him look utterly weak.
I know. They made Kevin Owens look weak. Okay, yeah, don't call me Chauncey. Okay? Don't call me. If that was you, do not call. I don't think the Cruiserweight title should be on any of the Cruiserweights that don't need to be on NXT. So it makes no sense to put the Cruiserweight title on NXT. They don't need 15 damn titles down in NXT. 2 is enough. You got I can see the UK title, the NXT title, and the tag team titles. Why did Corbin win? Because this is lazy booking by WWE. That's why, NG. I just don't see the titles needing to be on. Again, Cruiserweight title does not need to be on NXT. No, Dolphin, no. Dolphin, absolutely not. Where, you need to stop smoking that shit. Elias needed to be down in NXT. Absolutely, he needed to be down in NXT. Do you know how green he was when he first came up? He's one of the most over talents right now. But he was not. He couldn't even fight himself out of wet paper bag down at NXT. I don't want every damn. Okay, so you're gonna oversaturate the NXT with cruiserweights, and you're gonna do what with it? Because they aren't gonna make the show 2 hours. They're only going to do an hour show, and they only have that time to build what they're trying to do to get to the next takeover. The Cruiserweight title was never on SmackDown, Chauncey. Ever. No, you're good, man. It's just, I don't know how you think Elias should have skipped. If that's the case, Nakamura should have never been on the down to NXT. Asuka should have never been in NXT. You know? Bobby Roode should have never been in NXT. Who else should have never been in NXT? Cesaro. They called him up and then took him back down to NXT. He's a better talent than Elias is. Elias is still green in the ring. He's protected. His promo skills are what it's got him over. I've never questioned his promo skills. It's his in-ring ability is the reason why. I just don't think they need to oversaturate NXT. It's a different cruiserweight title, Chauncey. It's not the same thing. And it's not going to go to SmackDown. No, I'm just telling you now. Nakamura was main roster ready as soon as he got signed. Asuka was main roster ready when she got signed. Rude was main roster ready when he got signed. Finn Balor was main roster ready when he was signed. They didn't need all them people down at NXT. They just had nothing for them to do on the main roster. Well, the reason that they go down to NXT is to when they are first signed is to build their character. That's why they are there, and to get, better in the ring. A lot of them guys are down at NXT, like Bobby Roode. He really didn't even need to be at NXT at all. Oh, Samoa Joe's another one. He was ready too. I mean, look at AJ Styles. Him and AJ Styles have had some hellacious matches when they were in TNA together. Oh my God. TNA used to be a really good show, and then they lost AJ Styles, and then they went right down the tank. Samoa Joe left, Kurt Angle left. I mean, they lost all of their talent. All of it. I like NXT the way it is right now. Don't fuck with NXT. Leave it alone. Just don't even touch it. Yes, Sanity's going to be coming up. Undisputed Era is going to be down at NXT for a while. Yeah, but then you're taking... Can we stop talking about the NXT and the Cruiserweights? It's not going to happen. They aren't going to do it. It wouldn't make sense because you're oversaturating the damn development. NXT is a developmental league. The Cruiserweights that they have right now that are on the main roster do not need any development. I.e. Cedric Alexander, i.e. TJ need to be on the doesn't need to be on the in NXT. He's main roster ready. A lot of these guys have been wrestling for a very long time, so you don't need these guys down in NXT. None of them need to be in NXT. Very few of them do. It's just it don't make sense to oversaturate NXT when you're trying to develop wrestlers to get them to the main roster. This is 2018, guys, not 2002. Think about that for a minute. No, Jeff Jarrett's a piece of shit. He needs to go away.
Not only that, but isn't he still part owner of TNA?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
They sold his shares because he's a damn drunk. He's in rehab because he can't stay sober. They just need to be left alone. Just leave the Cruiserweights alone. Let them do their thing. They can still have a show on the WWE Network. Just stop calling it 205 Live. That's all I'm saying. but have them mingle in with the main roster guys. Anybody can sit there and tell me that Cedric Alexander doesn't deserve at least a little bit of a run at a Intercontinental title or a U.S. title? I mean, good Lord. Give me a second. I'm going to hear what he has to say. That's your opinion, Ray, but I respectfully disagree. Apollo Crews is terrible. They brought him up way too early. Way too early. Cedric Alexander could run circles around Apollo Crews with his ability. Guaranteed. Once he turns heel, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Dana Brooke was never any good, Dolphin. No, Jeff Jarrett does not need to be in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't deserve it. He never did anything. He did nothing but cause problems for the WWF or WWE. Why do you think he hasn't been there? Oh, this fucking cunt. Oh my god. Pimple
Can
Dick,
I please
everybody.
die now?
Here comes Pimple Dick, everybody.
Means it's a good time for me to go smoke.
I might start smoking again with this shit. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna smoke again.
I'm gonna go get a Pepsi. Fuck Pimple Dick.
For sure, just leave me alone, guys. I love you too. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm here, man. I would not. Chauncey, I'm going to say it one more time. I don't want Jeff Jarrett anywhere near the WWE. Ever. It sucks. Because you said it right. It sucked down tonight. It's not a very good show. It's still better than Raw was last night. Why are these two feuding again? These two suck. They can't work together. Attaboy.
Why is this roided out fuck still on my TV?
Look at his pimples. Look at all of his fucking pimples.
I'm trying not to.
RKO his ass. Shut him the fuck up, please. Who's older than he is, by the way. Who's been wrestling longer than Randy Orton has. He's going to RKO both of them, I think. You're going to get a triple threat at Backlash. Pimple Dick versus Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode.
So is this now a triple threat for the U.S. title?
He just fucking... This guy is fucking horrible. Yes, I think so. This guy is horrible at his fucking finisher. He can't even fucking do it right.
Now that that train wreck is over,
There. I'm OCD about my headphones right now. Sorry. They're all twisted.
I'm the same way with mine, that's why I don't wear them often.
I don't know. Are you watching it, Dan? If you're not watching it, then you're wrong. Because I had this talk with Dolphin the other day. Like, you might like something that I don't. You have no right to bitch. If I tell you it sucks, and you're going to say, yeah, it probably is. You might like something that I don't. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. sentiments exactly.
Was he having a seizure at the end of that?
I don't know what the fuck that was. That was just weird. Just gonna throw that out there right now. Can we stop talking about Jeff Jarrett, please? I hate the guy. I don't like Jeff Jarrett. I never have. How about now? Anybody hear me? Okay. I only need one person to tell me if they can't hear me. I need the entire chat telling me that they can't hear me. If one person says they can't hear me, I will say, "Can you hear me?" Or Heather will say, "Hey, nobody can hear you. I can't hear you either." I will fix it. I don't need everybody telling me they can't hear me. Just saying. Thanks, though, guys. I appreciate it.
In all fairness, if only one person says it, then it's usually, it might
No,
be
I
you
usually
try it out. But if you get 3 or 4 people to confirm it, then it's a stream thing.
No, usually if Heather sees it, she'll check the sound and she'll say, "I can't hear you," and then I'll fix it. I don't need everybody. Like everybody said, "I can't hear you." I don't need everybody to tell me that. What's up, Elias? How's it going? Yep, because that's what happens. Ah, fuck is that? That's gross.
It's a hot dog with a holy shit ton of jalapenos. You're gonna die.
Ugh. Yes, Dan Rex. It's a hot dog. They're never gonna break them up, NG. And I like the New Day.
So do I.
They're actually all right. They're actually pretty good. For a while there, they were getting a little bit stale, but they don't have the titles anymore. I don't know why people are so upset with the New Day. That's on Mondays, Dan Rex. This is Tuesdays. Come here, buddy. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. There you go. Say hi, Gator. Say hi, dumbass. Eating in the fucking garbage. Yeah. 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 Your breath smells like dead fish, dude. The fuck is he doing? I mean, this is kind of funny, guys. I mean, he's trying to eat, trying to shove pancakes in his mouth. I mean, come on. He has zero eaten pancakes. Have you seen that?
My phone is officially Asuka out.
Oscar. Oh my god.
Well, well, you want to hear the breaking news? Well, breaking rumor?
What's that?
Good thing y'all's talking about Jeff Jarrett, because there's now a rumor he's going in the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh my god. Why?
Seriously.
I believe
don't know.
Why? The guy fucking ruined the WWE. His dad was a piece of shit. Vince doesn't even like the guy. Yes, that's another shot. That's 39. But whatever. This freaking waste of fucking space just to get somebody in. The guy sucks. He's a fucking alcoholic. Until he gets himself fixed, he doesn't need to be anywhere near a fucking ring. That means China's not getting in this year. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking waste of space. Well, Kurt Angle's a fucking dumbass, too. And I don't care if none of you like what I just said. Exactly my point, Drew. He's done nothing. And that is true. It is all fuckface. You got a week out of school week? Well, congratulations. I know that sounded mean. I just don't know how to respond that you got out of school for a week. Just let it go. Just let it go. Who cares?
Like
That's
I said,
not
it's just
true. Dolphin. Kurt Angle knows who Jeff Jarrett is. Riddle me this. Too bad you're getting the New Day. I like the New Day. They make the show better. I didn't duct him into the Hall of Pain for sure. Fucking Biggie. They're gonna have a match. It's a good one. It's funny. I'll give him the comb bolt. He fucking ain't right. Comb bolt. The what do you call it? The cold bone cutter? Cunter? Whatever. The bone cold cunter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know.
Yes, it's the Cunter.
NG, explain to me how the New Day ruins the show for you. I want to know how they ruined the show for you. And the why. The why is... Wow. The why is more over than Roman Reigns. Seriously, Angie, please explain to me. Please explain to me how the New Day makes the SmackDown worse. They actually are one of the few that entertain me on SmackDown right now. Not much entertains me. Benjamin and Gable, fucking terrible. Especially Gable, he can't cut a fucking promo. He sucks. In-ring ability, sky's the limit. New Day, in-ring ability, very good. I don't understand how nobody likes the New Day. They've been entertaining as hell. They made that feud with the Usos. That match that they had at, what was it? Survivor Series? No, not a Survivor Series. Hell in a Cell was freaking awesome. That was one hell of a match that them two had. So don't tell me the New Day aren't very good, because they are. I love the New Day. I understand why people don't like them, because they're always in the tag team picture. Well, there's nobody else. They're not funny. What's not funny about them?
Anytime they insult anybody they're out there against, they always keep things current and relevant, unless you just don't like news being part of comedy. I mean,
no shit.
It's only been the main form of comedy since the 1920s, but you know.
apparently the stone or the cold bone cutter is just like the stone cold cutter, or yeah, the stone cold stunner. And their in-ring ability, NG, should be enough for you to enjoy watching them. But they know how to cut a fucking promo together. That's what makes them good. Chocolate chips as lumberjacks. I didn't know you got... Well, good for you. You got a shirt today, Dan. Awesome. I have no idea what shirt you're talking about, but okay. That was good chain wrestling right there. No, I understand what you're saying, NG, but I need you to tell me how they're cringe. What do they cringe? What makes them cringe? They're funny. They entertain the shit out of me. You're telling me something I don't already know, Chauncey. If I read that, am I reading that right? I don't get it. Pushing the Usos? The Usos are the champions, so they don't need to be pushed. They're already there. I don't mind a pancake gimmick. Yeah, it's silly at times, but that's about the only thing I don't like about it. I'm still confused at the jokes. The jokes are funny. The pancakes I understand. But then again, I don't mind it. Did you rather them have the cereal thing? That was stupid.
Or the ice cream gimmick again?
There you go. That's when they were stale.
And the pancakes is new. So the fact that you're sitting there saying it's already boring, maybe you need to take a look at your own sense of humor with that.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. You got to look at it in the sense that it's funny. And you can like whoever you want, NG, but I disagree with you. I love the New Day. Especially Xavier Woods. What's going to happen when one of them gets a push for the main title? One of them already did. Don't be surprised if Kofi Kingston isn't the next one to get it. Because it's coming. Hey Sarah, how's it going? What's up, Merge? What's the matter, Heather?
They just announced the stipulation for Dolph's match with Sami Zayn.
I didn't hear it. What was it? I apologize.
If Dolph Ziggler wins the match, he is added to the championship match at Fastlane.
Oh yeah, I knew that. That's what Shane was saying. Because if Dolph wins, it's a fatal 5-way. If they both win, and then if one of them loses, then or something, I don't fucking know, something weird.
Yeah.
Oh, if they interfere, if one of them interferes, if either of them interfere, then one of them is eliminated, and then it's just a fatal 4-way.
I'm not hearing the show itself because I have it on mute, so I'm not interrupting with the stream.
Yeah, Drew, if you can see that, add merge, please. That's all right, man. You're good. Still a half hour left. It's not a problem. Probably busy. I get it. At least it isn't 5 minutes before the show ends. Just saying. No. Yeah. He's explaining it to you, Heather. Hey, Merch.
Hi,
How's it
Heather.
going?
Pretty good.
Good. Okay, so we had a disc. I'm going to go over the rules again. I explained it a little bit to you. If somebody is talking, don't interrupt. And I said this at the beginning of the stream. You weren't here. If nobody's talking, wait. If I'm done talking, 3 to 5 seconds, and then say something. And then I'll do my best. If I talk over anybody, I get a 2-minute timeout. Heather gets the same thing. Blasey. That's how we're going to do it. So if somebody's talking, let them finish their conversation. And I told you today, put your phone on mute or whatever, and then you'll know when they're done talking because I'll say something. I'll say, Heather, you done talking? And then I'll go anybody else or anything like that. Okay? Does that sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Okay. So how's it going, man?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I had a tough day at work. Just got off a little while ago because we have, many of you guys know, I work in special education, so we're having an audit coming up, and like any other audit for taxes, they go through everything, so we have to make sure that all the files are up to date and everything like that. So it's going to take the better part of the next few weeks because the audit comes in the middle of March. So we're just trying to get it hammered out early so that we don't have to deal with anything at the last minute.
Right. Yep. Same with me, man. I got the same thing. I got an inspection, I think April. I'm actually going to go up to Minneapolis next week and help. They're going to show me exactly, they're going to work with me on my stuff, so for my audit in April, so that I'm better prepared for it. So I get a taste of it twice. I'm going to be putting almost 1,000 miles of driving in next week because I'm going from here to Minneapolis and then from Minneapolis back to here, and then the following day I go down to pick up Heather in Chicago, and then we're driving back. So
wow.
Yeah, but I don't mind, especially the 1 day. Oh, the 3 days. I honestly don't mind it because I told him, I said, whatever makes me better at my job, I am all for it. I'm up for listening to anything, so yeah.
Yeah, outside of that, everything else is pretty normal. I'm just, everything else is going more or less.
Yep.
So,
what do you think of the New Day? I don't know if you've ever said.
I think it's about time they split them up, actually.
Okay, explain to me why. I'm not discounting what you're saying. I just want you to explain to me why.
Well, I think, I think you can put Big E and Xavier. I don't see how they can do anything else with them anymore because I don't see how you can make them singles guys. Unless you decide to send Xavier Woods to 205 Live now that Triple H is in charge.
It's too heavy.
Yeah, that's the problem. So other than that, he'd get lost in limbo, so the only thing you can do with him is put him and Big E in a tag team. And then Kofi should be a single star on his own. He was before the New Day.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think Xavier Woods could be a singles competitor. I think he's actually come into his own. Kofi Kingston has always been good. You also have to remember Big E was the NXT champion for a while before he got called up. So they can do singles competition. They can go on their own. It's just a matter of who is writing for them and who is running the show. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think they could make it. I don't want them to split up. I like what they're doing. They're actually making the show more entertaining. Because as you can see, there was a dead space. The show was taking a dive. They come out and they kind of put entertainment back into the show. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and respond, Merge.
Oh yeah, I do. I do. I mean, it is kind of taking a nosedive, and I understand that. But like I said, I mean, I can see where Woods is coming into his own now. But I mean, to me, I don't see how if you do split them up, how do you split them up and have? I mean, what happens with all of them? I don't know what they would even do with them. And with the powers that be that are in charge right now, I just don't trust them to be able to do anything with them to make them still viable, which is weird.
Well, that's with just about anybody but Roman Reigns.
Yeah. That's the only...
Go ahead.
That's about the only good thing about the brand split that I could think of, is that you at least have more than one heavyweight title and more than one mid-card title to aim for.
Yeah, well... I think you can still have them as single competitors and still keep them together. I think you could. You can still do it. Because you're gonna have to do it, because you're gonna get some factions here soon. You're gonna have to keep them together. And they have they're really cohesive, in my opinion. They work well together. So that's where I see it.
Yeah, they are.
I just don't see how people think that they're not entertaining. I think they are.
It's not that they're not entertaining. I think personally they are entertaining, but at this point, I think the problem is, with the exception of us who have been watching them since they were all singles guys, no one really knows them outside of being the New Day. So I don't think anybody could picture them being singles guys.
Kofi Kingston. I remember Big E being an individual. He was the Intercontinental title champion. He was the Intercontinental champion for a while, right?
Yeah.
Or was it United States champion?
Well, I think it was United States, but what I'm saying, though, is that's us, though. That's the diehards. I'm talking about all the casuals don't even know them as individuals. They know them as the unit.
I don't care about the fucking casuals. They're fucking idiots. That's my opinion of casuals. If you didn't know. I think they're fucking idiots. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just think Roman Reigns should have every fucking title there is to hold. That's what they think. That's what a casual thinks. They don't know the difference. Or Jinder Mahal should hold the title. They don't fucking know. They don't fucking get it.
And that's a shot.
I don't care. They don't think outside the box. At all. And that's 40. I know. I've got to add them.
And Big E held the IC championship as well as the NXT championship.
Yes. So, yeah. And that's what I mean. They can do it, but they can also stay together. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a hell of a match with the Shield.
I wonder.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll ever let them go with the Freebird rule again, though.
Well, they'll always go with the Freebird rule. The WWE's all about firsts now. Why not? One of them wins the title. Why not? They were gonna do it. They were gonna do it. They were gonna do it if either Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens won the title from AJ Styles.
True.
So it's possible you can do it. You can write it into a storyline. That's fine. I don't mind that. That would actually be quite interesting, to be honest with you. And then all of a sudden, somebody gets a little bit jealous because they actually won the title and they're going to want it for themselves, and then they feud, and that's how you break them up.
I wonder which one of them you turn heel.
You turn. I think you could turn. It's kind of hard to turn Big E kind of heel now because he's the big lovable one. I could see Kofi Kingston could use a heel turn, because he's actually not too bad as a heel, to be honest with you. Xavier Woods is pretty good as a heel, because he was a heel for a while.
Yeah, I still remember Xavier Woods in TNA.
Mm-hmm. But wasn't he Apollo Creed though?
Yeah, basically Consequences
Wasn't
Creed.
that his name? Consequences Creed, same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same thing, but yes, essentially.
You go ahead and eat your smoked steak, Cody. You're not breaking my heart by not talking.
I'm actually wondering if Heather had dinner yet.
Yes, and I know, and he did. Drew, I thought he actually did a pretty decent job as a heel. Played the heel part very well. All three of them do.
Yeah, I mean, he was. Oh crap! I'll be back.
You're fine. Go ahead, say what you gotta say.
No,
I was actually done anyway.
No, Tara's calling me. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, this commercial's all right. This is my new favorite commercial now. I love it when he gets hit by the garbage truck. It's fucking glorious. Fucking love that shit.
Danny DeVito?
Yes. Well, I don't much care for Danny DeVito. I do like that commercial.
Yeah. The last time I actually gave a damn about Danny DeVito is the two movies that I can think of that I always go back to are Batman Returns and Twins.
You're all right.
You know.
You're all right. Yeah, no, you're good.
But that's just because it's two sides of DeVito that you never expect. The one, him being serious, and the Penguin, which fits him perfectly because of his body type. And then, but also his acting chops. And then the other one being a smartass in Twins.
Did you ever see Taxi?
Yes, I did.
Come on, man. He was a smartass in Taxi, too.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm saying, though. But, I mean, not since Taxi had he had a chance to do something like that, I don't think, or at least be as overt about it.
Okay, well, you didn't say that, though. You just said you've seen the two sides of Danny DeVito you've never seen. I'm like, Taxi, he was pretty fucking funny.
You're right. He
played a smartass.
You're right. And actually,
it's all right.
I was just watching a special yesterday on YouTube. A lot of these, behind the scenes or whatever the hell it was, and it was on Who's the Boss and Tony Danza. And oddly enough, Taxi came up. So.
Oh.
Okay. So that's how. So I mean, yeah, I do remember him being such a total. I mean, and that was probably. I think there's just so many other ones that I've ever seen him, but those are the ones that always stick out to me. I guess because of his going back and forth with Schwarzenegger and actually making Schwarzenegger funny.
Well, Schwarzenegger is actually pretty funny, and he had his one-liners. His one-liners are great. They always made people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck you, asshole, or I'll be back, or,
get to the chopper.
Yeah, that, I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger's always funny.
Yeah.
It's just in the way he talks is why it's funny.
What was that one? Do you know what really killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
No, I don't remember that. I don't know what that was.
Batman and Robin. He was Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that one's old though. That's an old joke, to be honest with you.
Well, that movie wasn't known for its sharp one-liners. It's also the director.
That movie is barely known, actually, Merge. It was one of the worst Batman movies ever created.
Yeah, it almost killed the franchise.
Although I do love Poison Ivy. Uma Thurman's hot.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I didn't care for the Dark Knight trilogy. It didn't intrigue me. I didn't like the first one. The first one was boring. The second one, I don't get it. I quit. Like I said, I'm not into those. The Batman, like the original Batman with Jack Nicholson. Not the original, but you know what I mean. With Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton actually did a pretty good job as Batman. I kind of liked him as Batman. He was pretty alright. A Batman Forever fan? I didn't care for that movie. Batman 2? Or was that Forever Batman?
No.
Batman Forever. Was
No.
that the second one?
Batman Returns was the second one.
That was okay. Because who played Batman in that one? It wasn't.
That was still
Keaton, was
it was still Michael Keaton,
okay.
and it was it was Batman, Catwoman, and the Penguin.
Okay.
And it was
Go
it
ahead.
was him, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I know who was in it. Christian Bale. I didn't like him as Batman. It's stupid. Christian Bale's a great actor. I didn't like him as Batman, though. Who talks like this? And then talks like a normal person. Give me a fucking break. Come on.
Honestly, in my opinion, the best Batman there ever was Michael Keaton. Val Kilmer,
Yes.
Christian Bale, and George Clooney can all go fucking suck a dick.
Yeah, they were... Don't get me wrong. I like Christian Bale as an actor. I just didn't like him as Batman. That's why I didn't care for the Dark Knight trilogies. I didn't care for his Batman. It just...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just me. And Ben Affleck is fucking horrible as well.
No, I was gonna say that. Go ahead.
His Batman sucked. He almost ruined Batman vs. Superman. And I guess he ruined Justice League. He's fucking terrible.
I haven't even bothered to watch Ben Affleck as Batman because I'm not turned on by Batman anymore.
I seen Batman vs. Superman, and the movie is okay. Henry Cavill, I think is his name, played Superman. Sucks. Gal Gadot, very good Wonder Woman. That's the one movie that I want to see, and that's it. Not because it's Gal Gadot, it's just because I heard it was a really good movie. It's the best DC comic movie made. The other ones are a flop.
Yeah, they have yet to make a good Superman movie because they all suck.
Well, I like Christopher Reeves as Batman. Christopher Reeves as Batman or Superman, I'm sorry, was pretty good. I like Christopher Reeves as Superman. Too bad he, got old. Well, ended up paralyzed.
No, but I'm saying post Christopher Reeve, they have yet to make a good Superman movie because those I love them.
Well, they haven't even tried making a new Superman. No. I mean, what did they call it? I don't even know what it was called. Man of Steel. Oh, that movie sucked.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was pretty okay from what I heard. It's just there was too much explosions. Thor sucks. I can't stand Marvel Comics at all. It gives me a headache every time I watch it. Too much going on at one time. It takes me out of the movie.
Yeah.
I seen the original Spawn, the one with Michael Jai White. That was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. It followed the comic book. Not to the T, but I mean it pretty close. I would like to see that remade and follow the comic book again. I mean, all the same characters were in the like the clown dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the characters from the comic book. Merge, can you mute your phone real quick? The comic book. I can't think now. I lost my train of thought.
With Spawn, the original movie, it was Michael Jai White. It was with the clown was John Leguizamo. So if they bring those guys back in to do the second movie, the remake of it, I might be on board with it. However, with Hollywood's current streak of fucking shit up, I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. Jim Carrey as Riddler was okay. I will say that. Because it's Jim Carrey. He was pretty good. Now I could care less what Jim Carrey does. That guy, I think he's fucking lost his fucking mind, literally. Are you asking me if I've played Batman Arkham games? No, because I don't care for them. I already told you what I play. I play sports games and that's it. I will play the strategy games. Like I will play I will have Heather teach me how to play World of Warcraft. But that's about all. No, Van Damme does not need to be Spawn. He's way too old, man. Way too old. I think Michael J. White might be a little too old to play that character. He's up there in age, too. I don't even know how old he is. He's got to be about my age. He might be my age. I think he could do it.
Yeah, he was early 30s when they did Spawn, I believe.
When did that? I'm sorry. When did that come out? Okay.
Where's Trekopedia?
Hold on.
It came out in 97.
Okay, I was 25. Yeah. Well, he's not that much older than me.
I'd hardly call you old, though.
I am 45 years old.
He's actually 50 years old.
Oh, yep, David put that in there too. Okay, so, all right. So I mean, he might. Yeah, I think he could do it.
Well, it's also
Because it was the. Go ahead, babe. Sorry.
It's also the fact that he's maintained his training through the martial arts and stayed in incredible shape, no matter what he was doing. So I think
that's what I was.
I think he has it. I think he has the ability to do it.
That's the thing. If he stayed in shape, and you said he's a martial artist, so if he stayed in shape, yeah, I could see him doing it. I could see him doing it again.
Yeah, in the first Spawn, most of those fight scenes, that was him. That was not a stuntman.
Right, and too, that movie really wasn't all that physical, was it? I mean, I don't know.
Well, you had that. You also have Universal Soldier 2.
Yeah, that was probably pretty physical. Okay, yeah, if he could do it, I think he could. Well, if Spawn doesn't talk in the movie, then why are they redoing it? That makes no fucking sense. He's just gonna walk around and look at people? That just sounds stupid. Suicide Squad is absolutely horrible. They're bad guys, but yet they're good guys. I lost the concept. Oh, Sour Patch Kids. Oh, fucking Christ. You're a square, Bobbit. You're a square. Square pants. Okay, it worked well in the comics, but we're talking about a live-action movie here, guys.
The Suicide Squad?
Who's this Hamza Ali? Is that who I think it is?
Troll.
Okay. Yeah, he's got to let Spawn talk. And I mean, not sit there and speak a dialogue of 5,000 words, but you know what I mean. Iron Man didn't like it. Hulk, Incredible Hulk, didn't like it. Thor, don't like it. What else is there? Anything else, guys? Who's the other one? Spider-Man, don't care.
Doctor Strange,
don't care.
X-Men.
It depends. I'm sick and tired of the fucking Wolverine.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to deal with him anymore. He's done.
Are you sure?
Hugh Jackman is done because of fighting cancer. However, they are looking for a new Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Jackman's done. And now that Disney has full ownership of all the Fox stuff, then they're bringing those movies back in eventually.
Yeah, I heard the Logan movie was pretty good, but here's the problem with the X-Men movies right now. Okay, you seen X-Men, right? That was pretty good. It was all right. I enjoyed that. It's a good show. X-Men 2, isn't that where they killed off Professor Xavier? And Cyclops in the movie?
That was X-Men 3, I think, when they killed off the Professor. X-Men 2, they killed off Cyclops, yeah.
No, they both died in the same movie. They were in the same house. She killed them. Jean Grey killed both of them by blowing up the house. Remember?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So you get this Logan movie. Who's in it? Professor X, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. Logic gap. The movie before that. Stupid. Logic gap. The first two were okay. The third one was good. And then they bring back Professor X in Days of Future Past. X-Men First Class was okay. I liked that. I enjoyed that. That was okay. But there's too many of them. They need to get back on track with what they're doing. They tried it. You know where Professor X became paralyzed? Mute your phone, please. Please. Professor X came from... what else? You seen where Mystique came from? Who she was before, you know? I get that. That's okay. I disagree. They did not fix it with Days of Future Past. There's still logic gaps. You can defend Bob. I like a movie that follows the storyline. That's where I get confused. That's why I like the Star Wars movies. They have not yet not followed the storyline. JP logic gap. I'm a logic gap. All right. What's up, Merge?
I think that's why they were trying. What Bob is trying to say is what they were trying to do with Days of Future Past is fix the screw-ups from the second and third X-Men movies. With bringing the Professor back and all that stuff.
Although they probably the fourth and the fifth.
But it didn't work.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, they created more holes than they fixed.
Exactly my point. Follow the storyline. Follow the storyline. And, you know, So yeah, logic gaps. It's too many logic gaps. What's wrong with adding more stories, dude? Well, you knew that was going to happen. Uh, they added more stories from a Star Wars story spin-offs. Not really. The only thing, and I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Week after we do Bobbit Mania, I will talk about Star Wars. I will do nothing but talk about Star Wars. We'll do it just chatting about Star Wars. And I'll tell you where the Star Wars story, like Rogue One, why they did it. You know, it's too easy. You had to tell that story because everybody's asking, well, where did they get the plans from? That's what Rogue One did for you. It told that story. The Han Solo movie, they're just telling you where Han Solo came from. They aren't doing anything to add to. You can't just have Luke Skywalker as the main story, guys. You got to expand it. You got to remember, Carrie Fisher's not there anymore. You got to tell it somewhere. I actually enjoyed episode 8 more than I did episode 5. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought episode 8 was better than 5.
Dolph won the match.
I seen that. So we're getting a fatal 5-way. For the fuck's sake. Another WWE first. So that's what we'll do. We'll talk about superhero movies, and we'll talk about. I don't know much about superhero movies. I've seen them, but I don't care. But we'll talk about those. We'll do that this weekend. What did I say we were doing for the Saturday show?
Buck Wild's birthday.
Birthday. Yeah, we're doing the stream. I was gonna do a serial killer. We were gonna talk about serial killers. Remember? That sounded like fun to me. But we will hold that off until I'll set up a schedule and I'll let you guys know. I'll sit down with Heather and Drew and Bobbit and we'll talk about it. Bobbit Mania is March 3rd. Bobbit Mania is March 3rd. But this next weekend is Buck's birthday. We're going to do a birthday stream for him. I changed plans because I did tell Buck that we would do a birthday stream, which is fine. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. You can get added to the call to wish Buck a happy birthday, do a shot with him. I'm going to do a couple of shots with him and stuff like that. So, that being said, Bobbit, where can they reach you at?
On Twitter at Falmouth Mike, here on YouTube, and of course on JP and Heather Strings.
Yeah. Merge, where can they find you at?
Well, my Twitter is the Power Surge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else?
That's it, actually.
Drew, what about yourself?
My dick's hard.
Fantastic. Why is it every fucking time I've got to do your Twitter for you?
It's Gatekeeper 5150.
Okay. And Heather?
Most of you already know where to find me, but if you don't know, you can find me at The Tattooed Masses or Goonie20 on Twitter. Either one works. You can get hold of me there. You have my YouTube channels of The Tattooed Masses or The Tattooed Mistress that you can come and check out my shows once I get stable internet again. I cannot wait to get back to you guys. I really, really can't.
And she'll be coming to you from my house very soon. So, where she will have stable internet. So, you can find me here at my house, sitting in this chair, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thursdays I do the show with Drew. It's called Wrestling Memories. I don't know what we're going to do. We're probably going to talk about that tonight, I'm assuming. Or we'll come up with an idea for it. And then you can find me at Twitter, JPBaker91. You can find me at Skype at J.P.B, or Baker. Where else can you find me? You can find me on Facebook, but I don't know if you want to get political with me on there. I would love to rip you a new asshole if you're a liberal. Just kidding. Political differences aside, I love all you guys. You guys are some really good people, some good friends. I love you all. We didn't have any debacles tonight. I'm happy about that. Back on track. Me and Drew aren't at each other's throats like we were last night. I didn't talk over Heather. Yay, me. And I will talk to you guys on Thursday with Drew when we do a Wrestling Memories stream. Y'all have a great night, and I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends to come and join us. Get me to 200 subs. I get a tattoo. Still in effect. That is still in effect, by the way. So that being said, once I find the damn fucking Skype fucking thing, mother fucking ball sack, motherfucking shit, cocksucker. Say goodbye, Heather.
Good night, everybody.
I will talk to you guys. Fucking shit, fucking cunt, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Fuck me right in the goat ass, fucking bitch.
He now has Tourette's.
Fuck, ball, sack, shit. Cunt lips. Asshole. I'll see you guys later. I love ya. Fucking asshole. Fucking stream, motherfucker. Fucker work when fucking shit. Cocksucker. Fucking ass face. Shithole. Cunt.
Won't you tell us how you really feel?
Bizzity biznitch. My balls your chin.
Are we clear or not?
Nope. Shut up.
How do I end this?
Shut up! Fucking ass face.
Why?
I gotta eat.
Why?
Shut the fuck up. Why? I got your fucking why. My balls are your chin, motherfucker. I'll figure this fucking YouTube thing out sooner or later, goddammit. Motherfuckers. Hi, Heather.